Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we got ourselves a couple of tracks from an act named Alastair Goodland. If we switch over to here, I have actually listened to Alastair a few times. I believe I have listened to River of God, and I listened to an album of his as well. We got two new tracks here. We got Pour Out Your Anointing, and we've also got Who Do You Say That I Am. So we're going to listen to each of these tracks from start till finish and how we think. Let's go. I'm liking the drums and the acoustic guitar. Nice and fresh. Oh, that fill there was pretty dope. Sizzly little lead guitar lick there. Nice little repeater going on, that ping-pongish delay on the vocals there. People, these are the days. God will move by his spirit in a mighty new way. Are we rolling with the same two chords? We're just looping them on the first and the fourth bar? Be ready. Listen what the spirit says. Cool, cool. Jesus, we enthrone you. We receive you as our king. The lead guitar is very close to the vocals in the mix, but I'm glad that it's not straight in the center, and I can understand why you'd pan a guitar like that. Open up our hearts to you. You're the reason that we sing. Be exalted in our lives as we walk with you each day. I'm liking these choral vocals as well, eh? They're a nice backing, like a synth pad or something like that, but they're voices. I dig it. We got like a tambourine or something like that. Oh, we got all sorts of stuff going on. Just gonna be right back. Oh, it's like an oil. Is that anointing? Like a oil or something? Hang on. Oh, so it's like smearing oil as part of like a religious thing. Okay, that's cool. The percussion is very active. I'm liking these little fills that are going on. It keeps things sounding fresh, you know? You need to have that energy there. These are the days. All right, where we're going. So is this about like God anointing these people and listening to God and what he has to say about things and kind of being ready to be sort of blessed or something like that? Is that what the song is about? Alright. I'm just not super knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, but that's okay. You know, I'm learning. We have these backing vocals coming in for a little bit of extra size to the mix that are mostly on the left side to kind of go across from the lead guitar, which is kind of dope. It's nice to have this call and response for the pour it out, and for both of them to come together at the end. I think that's really cool. Is this kind of like in middle eight or something like that? Oh, it's nice to celebrate that, isn't it? Like, it's a pretty catchy kind of groove. Dun, 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 bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. There's a lot of different things occurring within a similar space of time, and they complement each other well. Stylistically, it sounds like they all fit together. There's lots of brightness and energy and charisma in it. It's really cool. Keeps it engaging, you know? And there are different things as well, so just the same thing repeated. Dope, fantastic. That's awesome. Great work. Thank you, Alastair Goodland, for that track number 1, the Pour Out Your Anointed. Oh, Your Anointing. Pour Out Your Anointing. I'm still getting used to the word. I got Who Do You Say I Am is track number 2. This one's a little bit longer, but that's fine. That's fine. You got those flutes again. I remember those flutes from the previous album. Nice guitar work with the drums there. Similar recording sort of timbre. I think these might have been recorded in a similar session or a similar room.
There's a world of critics crying out for my blood. It's blood that I already gave.
Oh, is this talking about the crucifixion, is it?
They say I'm phony, a fraud and a fake. Didn't even rise up from the grave.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, there's an interesting tonality to the music. It's kind of like indignation.
Bertrand Russell, Olding Rand, Friedrich Nietzsche and more, saying that my intentions were all wrong. He's misguided, he's foolish, he's so unwise. Some are even saying that I lied.
Oh, right, this is going to be a contentious one, isn't it?
What do you say about me?
I like this intensity of the vocals here, going into a bit of vocal sizzle, really going hard on that mic, man. I dig it.
Who do you say that I am? I say I'm Jesus, living God, Son of Man. Am I your foe or your friend?
You had some parallel majors and minors going on there, which were kind of dope. It's kind of an unexpected chord to have in that progression, which again stokes interest and makes things fresh.
That's all that matters in the end. There's a bunch of folks who think maybe I slipped away.
The harmony is
Lived another life, yeah. Got old and gray. Say I even settled, married, had a kid or two. Living out somewhere in India, maybe even in Peru.
a lot of thought's gone into this, hasn't it? Like,
If I didn't die, if I didn't rise.
nice vocal overdubs here as well. I'm liking that the vocal overdubs or the vocal multi-takes. That they're occasional, that they're not consistently like huge in the mix. You have him alone and then you have people backing them up. I think it's great to take turns with that.
Does that make you feel secure inside? 'Cause if I'm not real, you don't have to answer my call. When you feel me tugging at your heart, knocking on your door. What do you say about me? Who do you say that I am? I say I'm Jesus.
It's nice that Alastair was able to find some other singers to sing along with him that were of a different vocal timbre and texture and pitch, because it just makes the singing, like the overall kind of choir-esque kind of thing, a lot bigger and gives it a bigger stature, you know?
Son of man, am I your foe or your friend?
Or follow your friend. That's rough. Yeah, that's sort of saying, yo, you're spreading all these rumors around me. Like, who do you think I am to you?
All that matters in the end. Kingdoms rise,
Interlude time?
rise fall. Heroes come and go. Down through the ages, I've seen them all. spat upon me, nailed me to their tree. Yet my name lives forever.
Wow, that's space in the mix. Great. Great work just having everything slow down a little bit. You know, you don't need everything to go full bore all the time, even in this sort of genre where it's pretty relaxed a lot of the time.
Hot song. Oh, who believe.
That live tonality to it. Nice. Excellent work. That's a spicy. That's a jazzy kind of guitar solo, isn't it? It's got some modal shifts and some chromatics and stuff like that. Slight little bit of singed kind of overdrive there to give it. Oh, I dig it. Things are spread around the stereo field quite nicely. You've got a wide range there. You've got things here, and the vocals in the center, and here, and here. Interesting way of mixing and mastering it. Again, repeating this chorus again for a second time to really hammer that point home. This song justifies its length primarily because of that interlude section where things went quiet and that really sick guitar solo. Because without that, you would have had like a 4-minute song and the story would have been told in a way that was helpful. I think, though, having a double chorus at the end, having that solo before it helped a lot just to keep things super fresh, you know? There's little cool and responsive little tails on the different instruments like the guitar line then. That's all that matters in the end, I see.
That's all that matters in the end. That's all that matters in the end.
That's all that matters in the end. Am I your friend? That's all that matters. After all that stuff, are you still familiar with I can understand this music and where it's coming from, and I think the story is told quite well. For someone like Alastair, who's very sort of passionate about his religion, this is very important stuff to him, and I think the stories that he's telling are going to resonate with a lot of people who feel similarly. It's done in a respectful, mature way. It's not childish or anything like that. It's there can be genuine frustration with the way that things occurred and the way that people speak about certain. I understand it. I understand why the song was made. I understand why "Pour Out Your Anointing" was your anointing. Pour out your anointing. Oh, yeah, that one's getting me a little bit. Pour out your anointing. That's a tricky one for me. I know it's just called "Pour Out" in the album art, but yeah. Again, it's like I think he tells the story well. He knows how to emote as a singer, as a vocalist in a way that makes sense with the lyrics. The instrumental performances are pretty on point for the most part. I didn't really hear any major flubs or anything like that, which is really good and refreshing. Especially because this was all recorded acoustically, from what I understand it. It was nice to have the additional texture to those backing vocals. Both the songs were over 4 minutes, but neither of them became stale at any point. You had the story told, the choruses were catchy enough, especially Pour Out. Again, both choruses were catchy, but Pour Out had some really cool stuff going on. He would stage it in components so that you had if we go back and listen to it real quick, right? He starts with the guitar, then pour out your anointing, and pour it out for me. I like that melody is gonna be stuck in my head all day now. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Alastair. Yeah, he knows how to write catchy music, knows how to produce it well, and yeah, I'm well blown away by this. It's good to listen to his music again. It's been a while. I used to do a lot of review work for sort of former work associate, and you know, I'm kind of glad I moved away from that now because I can just work for myself. You know, like obviously, like I was my own reviewer, but I do like stuff for other people, and it's good to work with some of the musicians themselves who are very keen on my work from back then. I wanted to continue working with me. It's like an absolute pleasure. And then Alastair were one of the musicians that I really enjoyed listening to the most. Hi everyone, this is post-production Logan. Just wanted to make a mention as well of the people who are specifically involved in this track alongside Alastair. We had Benji Cochrane, who was involved on the drums. We had Opie Hiker, who did the bass guitar. We had Jenny Wordsworth, who was on the flute. We had Jamie Wells, who played the lead guitar on Who Do You Say I Am? And then we also had the Charismatic Choir, who did the sort of the choir choral parts that I noticed in some of the tracks during this review. But back to the review. And it was great to have that experience with Alastair. He's a good man. Great to hear he's still making more music. If you did enjoy Alastair Goodland's music, please do go check out his various social medias and his Spotify. And yeah, stay cool, stay safe. Remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And yeah, catch you in the next review. Spider hands out.